Welcome the fuck back.
Welcome, people.
Welcome back to episode 123 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
One Jordan.
Yeah.
One Jordan.
One Jordan.
One Jordan. There'll only be one.
No, wait.
There'll only be one.
Now, if you got one Jordan, though, you know what I mean?
It's a problem.
You fucked up. You fucked up if it's only one of them. At least you hope you got a Nike sock on or something like that.
Yeah.
You run around one Jordan. That means somebody whooped your ass. They tried to get both of them, but they couldn't get them. I've seen niggas running around one Jordan before. It's not a pretty sight. I try not to curse too much like 5 minutes in, because supposedly that's the algorithm. If you turn it on and somebody's offended, they get offended within the first 5 minutes. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like,
You got it first.
Tell them how you really feel.
I'm sorry.
I was going to get on their ass.
I'm in a mood right now. I'm in a fucking mood, man.
Let's get to it.
Episode 123 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
Yep.
I am your blessed and illustrious host, Mr. Know-It-All, a.k.a. Keith Saunders,
What else?
a.k.a. Michael Voorhees, and a.k.a. Haiku.
If you
want to be rapper about it.
Spit that dope gangster shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Candy Crush.
all day.
All right.
Hey.
And to my right,
What's going on,
it's the
good
mouth
people?
of the South.
Hey, Jim, it's your boy R. Rough Rider, Mr. Hendricks, all those good things. The mouth of the South, the general, but point blank period. I'm in here with my mans and them, and my other mans and them, and my sisters and them. We about to do our motherfucking thing on episode 123 of the fucking Mr. Know-It-All fucking podcast.
Yeah, he's just
Wow.
cussing all crazy. I know.
we just say something about
bring
that?
just bring this nigga drop in.
Let's go, baby! We in here.
All right.
Just cut this shit abruptly.
You got to, man, because it's almost disrespectful to make a drop out of that. But like, and the whole thing is that I'm gonna be honest with you, when I was making that drop, I was trying to, every time that I found Rough Riders, it was never like. There's a couple other ones. That's all right, though.
I got you.
There's a couple other ones.
you.
We'll work that out. Up to my left.
Hey, darling, how are you?
You have any great poop on?
Do you have any great poupon?
Fresh off a couple drinky poos. Kelly been drinking all weekend. I seen you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You been partying since Friday.
I don't know what you're talking about. I slept all day yesterday.
You slept all day yesterday?
All day yesterday.
How was you feeling on the way home on Friday?
I was groovy.
Oh, all right.
was
Yeah, we went to a
groovy.
friend of ours party, a little shindig, a little get together, whatnot. Ran into Kelly.
No,
Had to
that was the plan.
Had to keep Kelly out of trouble.
That's Kelly?
Had to keep Kelly Q the fuck out of trouble. That Friday had to
Damn,
keep
I'm
her the
in
fuck out of
trouble.
trouble. No, I had to get done.
Pause.
Had to keep
Trouble
her the-
written all over Friday.
Huh?
It was trouble written
Yo,
all
my
over Friday.
God, it was one of them things that was like, Kelly. You know, sometimes.
As soon as I walked away.
Sometimes in life,
As soon as I
we got
walked
to
away.
we got to reevaluate everything we do. You know what I'm saying? And when Kelly about to get in trouble, that's why you can't do a crime with her, because she get this glazed look in her eyes or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know that look when what's the best bet?
Dear Cornelius.
Remember in the movie Blown Away? Pause. When Tommy Lee Jones was about to die, when Jeff Bridges accidentally switched the bombs to his room, and he had to look in his eye like he knew it was over. Or here you go, Gerard Butler in Law Abiding Citizen, when he looked up and was like, "Holy shit, the bombs have been switched and I'm fucked." Yeah.
What?
Sometimes you got to save your ass, Kelly. Who the fuck is you?
The diva's here, honey. I'm here.
Really? That's all you want to say?
That's all I want to say. That's all I need to say. That's all. I said what I said.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's not the right one.
No,
that's just
that's
me.
not it.
That's me. What the fuck happened to your oh, you know what? That's
You know
you.
what?
That's you. I had yours up there. I fucked the drops up, but don't even worry about it, because I do this. What the hell just happened? Why did it play twice?
Because you fucked it up the first time, so I needed to.
Did you reach over and press that button? Oh, all right. I was like,
I
damn.
just mentally-
that must be real
I
time.
mentally-
You telepathy.
We got a fourth voice in here today. We got a guest. You know we don't really do guests too much. But we got a guest in the room.
I know, dude. I got.
This is our Dot's homie. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a homie, a friend of the podcast now.
This is
introduce your man, and he's gonna introduce himself.
This is actually another brother from another mother.
You like the transporter, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm on my Jason Statham.
You like him, Jason Statham.
Hey, fuck some shit up.
Yeah,
you know.
go ahead.
But this is one of my little brothers from another.
Mm-hmm.
This man, I first officially met when I was away, and he was fresh in the business. And we had a conversation that lasted probably about an hour or so outside before doing a private show.
Okay.
And when I say I believe I gave him every bit of the blueprint I could give him, and I heard while I was away, and I seen even more when I touched down, that he followed it and surpassed it. This man, he has his own clothing line. We call it Lion Breed.
What's his name?
They call it Lion Breed. Right? There's 3 initials that kind of break down his name because he's unique. He's
Okay.
unique. Although others share similar names, he's unique in everything he does. The man who I'm speaking about, was the youngest in charge. He's taking over, stepping up the kingship. Is PKR, aka Philly Knight Rider.
Oh, hold up. Give me God damn it.
See?
I done got the
I winded it up. You know what I mean? You were supposed to have it. You were supposed to have the bang, 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 the pop shit. You know what I mean? Ready to go.
I got the mouse
Doses
pad.
and
I got the
shit.
mouse pad wet. Pause. I got the mouse pad wet, and you know how it don't like to move properly. God damn. Pause. Ayo, this whole this whole situation and whatnot. I want to give you air horn.
This man's an entrepreneur in so many aspects. I'm just saying.
I want to give you an air horn first and foremost. Let me do that first and foremost. Give you a motherfucking air horn. And then, after you introduce yourself, good sir, I'm going to drop a bomb for you, man.
Let's go. It's the one and only PK to the motherfucking R. Philly Knight Rider. They go by the name of E-Man 50 when I started off. But I got a poppin'. City is where I'm from, Philly, Southwest originally.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Give me till I find the goddamn bomb. Till I find the damn bomb. Let me make sure. Let me see if this is the bomb.
14 years in the business.
What are you talking about?
14 years in the business.
14 years in the
I'm
business.
33.
Amen.
All right, so is this the day we have to bring back tales from the industry?
Yo, you know what? Today would be a perfect fucking day to
All
bring
right, so
back tales from the
We're going to
industry.
ask you for your tale.
It's not even going to be
That's
with me. Yes.
We're going to ask you for your tale from the industry. Pause.
We're going to bring an original piece back from the beginning.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But I always got to play this.
And now for all of you who like to think big, here's Mr. Know-It-All.
All right, get with us on IG at Mr._Know-It-All_pod, the Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page, and please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery. I did not say that right. TikTok, the Mr. Know-It-All Pod on
don't
TikTok.
stop.
And send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. All right, man, but let's get right into some shit. Philly Knight Rider. I want you to get with us, talk with us for a second and whatnot. I got a couple different topics that I want to bring up, man. First thing I want to talk about, my bad. I want to get a little serious, but we can joke it up a little bit and whatnot.
We listen.
Now, do black men have an inferiority complex?
Not that I'm answering the question, but in relation to.
In relation to everybody.
Okay, I'm.
Go ahead, talk black woman.
Black female. Black female is
Ladies
deferring.
first.
Black female is deferring to the black man.
Oh, really? Are you deferring? Are you trying to figure out how do you feel, black woman?
I'm just trying to feel where you're going with this.
I already
this
told that.
question.
When you say, can I?
Go ahead,
Okay.
talk.
I would take that word inferiority and turn it into insecurity. And when I say is you have insecurities within men, right? But the dynamic of black men to other races
Right.
have a stronger insecurity than other races because they're already fighting twice as much.
Understood.
And so it's already hard for them to be emotional in one aspect So that's one down. And
Right.
then you can't act like you want to, right? You have to perceive to be hard all day, right? So you're not enjoying yourself.
Okay.
In life for as a man already. Then you putting in hours of work. Now your stress levels is so high that any man you see, you're gonna be jealous that seem to be smiling.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
so I broke it down that far.
I see
I
where-
like
No,
that,
I see
yo.
where he's going with
I
that.
like that. I like exactly how he broke that shit down.
His thought process is very much like mine. My thought is always going to be the reason why I feel like the reason why I say inferiority complex is not insecurity, because I feel like insecurity is something that we all have.
Yeah.
So when I look at white men who are at the top of the totem pole,
They
I
are
look,
inferior.
yeah,
to
but
black men.
they feel white men are insecure about other white men who are above them. Damn them be insecure about a black man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
That has
see,
more than them.
Now they're inferior of a black man because the power of a black man
Right.
is already overpowering. So when we talk about power
Yeah.
in that aspect, inferiority doesn't go the opposite. We created every other race. So it's the
Right.
race that's at the beginning.
But the problem is perception is everything.
Yeah,
brother.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
the issue that we wrestle with all the time is that we're always going to feel until we change our mindset that we're at the bottom of the totem pole. The reason why I bring this up is because black men do more flexing on everybody because we feel like we have to. We're louder.
We feel
We're
like we have to prove
we're more
something.
boisterous. We dislike our women, especially when they take, you know what I'm saying, a role of some sort of power. And a lot of times they move that way is because they've been affected by ain't shit black men. So all in all, when I start to think about it, I'm like, I feel like we do have an inferiority complex because everybody that's, all right, here we go. You ever see a nigga that all he do is talk about money?
Right.
Like all the rappers. Niggas walk around with the money phones and all that. That's what they do. They in the joint, they got the locks, they talk money phones, got grills in their mouth or whatnot. A nigga that is worth 50 times what they are, that owns his, nigga like Jay-Z would tell him, won't call that money over here. You a hating ass old head, blah, 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 blah. All right, count money with me. Well, it ain't all about money, nigga. Nigga, you just walked around with 100 grand next to your ear. You know what I'm saying? But you telling me it's not all about money. And this is the problem. I hate that when we bow down to a situation and whatnot when we can't compete. But we always trying to stunt to show that we can compete. Nigga, if you're going to compete, then compete. And I think that's where I feel like the inferiority comes in at. Because when we start saying, we look at shit like, we got 15 chains on, you know what I'm saying? But you getting on you getting on Bill Gates' boat. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like you.
I would love to get on Bill Gates' boat.
You look rich, but them niggas is uber wealthy.
Yeah, but it's like this. When niggas doing that, see, that's entertainment, right? So, as an entertainer for this long, I've been in entertainment, but
Talk to the mic.
Yeah, talking about it.
being an entertainer,
Right.
I don't feel like I do anything different from Chris Brown or Trey Songz, right? And so, this goes down to attention. Now, if Chris Brown started this as a kid, right, and he's getting attention since he was 12 years old, right, so you're a grown man, you succumb to that attention.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you then to start to not look for attention later in your years. But earlier in your years, you're looking for attention, even if it's love. And if I kind of show you I got this bread,
Right.
at least somebody may love me. But guess what they don't have? Friendship.
But what about the moment that you're placed into a room?
They just
into
don't
which
know.
But what if you're placed into a room into which that your bread means nothing? So like when
It doesn't.
Like think about when Meek Mill walks into a room with Robert Kraft and all his friends.
But see,
You
here's
see
the
what I'm
thing.
saying? What I'm saying? Like your shit is minute,
Yeah, but-
so it don't really mean nothing.
But see,
it's just the thought that goes into. You know what I'm saying?
But see, with
Yeah,
that,
you're
with
right,
the
though.
whole
You're
thought.
right.
But here's the thing about that thought, right?
Okay.
Ultimately, your money
Right.
takes care of what you got to deal with.
Okay.
They money deals
What
with
you-
what they got to do.
What you eat
So-
don't make me shit.
Exactly. So the aspect I don't, and again, this little brother, we done been
We can
shows
attest
up
to
and
that,
down the
right.
fucking coast.
Right, he
All
know,
right.
we know.
I've seen niggas who bags was probably a whole way bigger than mine.
Right.
That's their bag.
That's they bad.
But when
That's
I br-
their bag.
But when I bring up
that
the-
doesn't mean that my money is minute because
Right.
my money that
It's
I
different.
work for, that
That's
I
his bag.
earn, takes care of my shit.
Understood.
Right, but do you
nobody-
understand that
As a-
even though that is true, and you think like that,
Right. You're trying
Most
to
don't.
that
get,
nigga that's dancing next
Can I
to
keep
you,
it an honest
Right.
a buck real quick?
Yeah.
So, I've been the top entertainer most of my career,
Right.
right? And I've been conditioned to have a certain way of living as an entertainer
Right,
at the
right.
highest level, right?
Right.
And I've seen firsthand
Right.
sabotage moments,
Oh yeah.
you know, through myself, but where I relish in those moments is when I see people doing those things, that backhanded things to me,
Right.
it makes me go harder for the
No,
business.
absolutely.
Be the best spokesperson for the business.
Mm-hmm.
So that little shit he doing gonna rub out.
Yeah.
So if it's enough people that's willing to show themselves to become better, even in our society,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then people can see it's okay to become better.
No, absolutely.
But
I agree
until
with
they
that.
keep seeing niggas with phones every day when they wake up
Yeah.
and when they go to sleep, that's what they gonna do.
Right. Right.
If you
No,
if you have your own mind,
right.
you're not gonna make it.
But see, the problem
Right.
is that they get lost.
like
in-
you sitting here looking at my shit,
right.
focused on how can I get what he got.
Right.
Right.
Don't worry about what I got, because what I got, I worked for.
But see, the problem.
You can't do what I do and get what I get, because, as they say, what God has meant for you is for you.
The problem is that there's
And you
a
keep
di- there's a
focusing on my
difference-
shit,
there's a
you
diff-
will never have shit.
There's a difference between being rich and being wealthy, and the reason
Oh, yes.
why I bring that up is because we start to look at a situation for what it is. So we say, put it like this: you start to look at, like I said, I brought up the Meek and Robert Kraft thing. The reason why Meek is in the room with these people is because his ultimate goal is trying to get to the
St.
level
Louis.
that they're on. The problem with it is the difference between being rich and being wealthy is that Meek Mill can be broke next week. He's not worth enough to sustain real wealth. And the problem with that is that I hate the idea that we have to flex it a stunt on other people, because to me that's what shows the insecurity. That's what shows me feeling like we feel like we're inferior to one thing or another. If I'm worth 10 million, but my friend is worth 100 billion, and I'm the one that's walking around wearing the glittery chains, I have to rethink my entire process. The reason why is that because I'm like, this is my man. And it ain't nothing that he wouldn't do. This, he probably would give me $1 billion if he wanted to. But at the end of the day, if my goal is to be at that level, maybe I should scale it back. Now, entertainment is different. You're absolutely right, because you have to entertain. Because that's a lot of times when people, they're going to understand what they understand. We talk about movies, you talk about music.
What if I
you talk
told
about
you some entertainers never can come out their character?
I
What if I
believe you.
told you that?
I was a rapper. I know.
You know what I'm saying? So
I know. You know what I'm saying?
We know, like, becoming something, it takes over you, right?
Absolutely.
It takes over you.
Right.
And I know firsthand that feeling, being young with money and
Yeah.
having everything too.
Thinking your whole life has to be
Right.
that,
Thinking that was my life.
where that was your job.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I was taking it home.
Right.
You know? So, you know,
You couldn't turn it off.
So I give you a little short thing that I do.
Right,
for it.
right.
Right. I'm from the Southwest Philadelphia area. My father was murdered by the police when I was 13 years old. This is
wow.
2003.
Sorry to hear that, man.
This is the thing, though.
Right.
What that did to me was try to force me out of my neighborhood further. So I tried to find the farthest high school I can go to, which is George Washington High School. I had to wake up 5:45 in the
Jesus.
morning to be at school at 7:35.
My son with the Ryan.
My
Played
son
on
with
that
the
field.
Fells.
Son-
Yeah.
So you know,
Well, he graduated from Northeast, so
yeah,
we
so
already
you know,
we
we up
what it
there,
is.
right?
Yeah,
so that was
we
the
already
top.
know. Right.
You know, so I went there 3 years in a row,
Right.
From 9 to 11. It was a bittersweet experience. You know, I learned
Right.
a lot being away from home, So it gave me that college feel already to grow up a little bit,
No,
right?
absolutely.
I didn't know I was poor until I was 17.
Explain that to me.
Because
Explain that.
one thing I'm working on now is called the Manners Foundation.
Okay.
And I always believe manners make men, right? And so
Manners make
when
us
I was
men.
a kid, I always had manners, right? And I didn't know I had to pay for something until I got to lunch at college.
Really?
Like when I got to the cafeteria, I had to pay for my food.
Right.
That's the only time I knew I had to pay.
Ah, okay.
See, money didn't matter
Right. Understood.
because manners got me through all my doors.
Absolutely.
The other M.
Right. I'm the same way.
So-
I'm the same way.
When you say Robert Kraft and them, right?
Uh-huh.
That's all knowledge and information, right?
Right.
So Meek can be smarter and just go grab him, a few life insured index funds, and then that way you can borrow off your
And that's the
you'll
point.
always have it. Your life is already insured.
So- right.
people don't get that far in life to think that far.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that he has the wherewithal in order to do something like that?
He has to have. It's like going to the gym. You got to be dedicated to wanting to be the better thing. Because if you're not, it takes 21 days for you to create a habit.
Right,
If you don't go through those 21 days, you're not going to do it.
Absolutely not. You're right. I used to be
Not gonna happen.
350 pounds.
Bro,
I
it's not
know.
gonna happen,
That's
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
But see, here's the thing. Look at his predecessors.
Right.
Look at the people that came before him. Look at the Beanie Siegels. Look at the Freeways. Look, now I'm not saying
Where
that
they
these-
at?
I'm
Right.
not
The
gonna
structure
say-
wasn't heavy enough to stand on.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
the structure
Right.
was like rocky and shaky. Yeah, they built a part of the structure, but they left the beams out.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Who's nothing
It
to
was a
build
moment.
on.
Yeah,
They
it was
thought
a
they
moment.
had extras because
Right.
they was done.
They
Yo,
thought it would last
You know,
forever.
I wrote a letter to my son. I have a son. He's going to be one next year.
Okay.
One day I was flying home from a show. It was a far flight, right?
Right.
And in mid-flight, I started crying, and I didn't understand why I was crying.
Right.
You know, and I always would tell myself each and all my days begin with the end in mind. So when you wake up, you begin how you're going to finish, how they're going to remember you, and if this was your last day. So all of my days, I begin with the end in mind.
Right.
How I'm going to be remembered.
Right.
And in doing so on that flight, I wrote a letter to my son, all I can ever think of me, which was my best writing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
right.
poured everything
Right.
possibly in me out.
Right.
You
Yeah, I
know
can
what I'm
respect that.
saying?
No, absolutely.
That's
dope.
Yeah,
It's
sir,
like-
I respect that. Yeah, absolutely.
For me, people they're not thinking how they want to be remembered yet.
No, not at all.
They're just
No.
waking up and going. They're not remembering themselves in the light of how they want someone else to remember them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? And
They're
I
just functioning.
I
Yeah.
feel like
They're not
this
living.
generation,
They're functioning.
Right.
And I was just talking to my cousin about this a matter of hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like this generation has no thought of tomorrow
Because there's
everything is
Right now.
right
Right
now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and I try. My son is 17. I'm trying to tell him, you have to think here, and here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, everything that I do is trying to set you up for greatness, but you want everything right now.
No, he want everything Amazon Prime. So the thing
Yeah,
is,
ooh.
with shipping, it made you think you can have everything right away.
Right.
And then they trying to relate that to life.
And you can't. Right.
It's not Amazon Prime. Your life
Yeah,
ain't
no.
on Prime.
No,
Right.
it don't happen. You know,
Especially you ain't even paid the bill.
I just bought a house.
We live in a world of IG.
Yeah, I just bought a house.
Right.
I'm 46 years old. It has taken me time to get there.
To develop the
I
skills.
I have a job where I'm finally at the job with the title that I wanted. I've been working in this field since 1999. It doesn't happen.
Man, that was a year after
But
I
I'm
came out of high school.
Night.
gonna tell you one of the things, the reasons why is because nowadays, back then we didn't have a concept of what it would be in order to be a certain age, but we knew it would be there. But we just I don't really know.
It's
what to
gonna
think.
happen.
I don't think they think it's
but
gonna be there.
right. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays they don't think it is, or they just don't care.
I like what you just said.
Now there's a difference if not when you don't care or if it doesn't matter to you.
When
you gonna
46
live
is not
off the hip.
a visual for you.
Right. You're not going to, but see, at the end of the day, 46 may not be visual for a lot of people that are not there yet. And they don't understand that. But at least understand that you could reach that level. These kids either don't feel like they're going to be there or they just do not care.
I would like to elaborate on what you just said.
Go ahead.
Because it was great. You said something like they just don't care and then they don't know.
Right.
But
Yeah,
And you said,
they really
what
don't know how
age do
to-
we get to, right? And we call that space that we're trying to fill is responsibility, right?
Right,
When do we
right.
get to responsibility, right?
Yeah.
All right. What if I told you, what do you think responsibility means? Just give me all three of your answers one time. One at a time. Mr. Know-It-All, you
All right,
first.
I'll go first. All right. Responsibility to me is, see, it's hard to say responsibility without explaining it as responsibility. Understanding that there are things in your life that must be done in order for your life to move forward in the way that you want it to.
Right.
That's
And they're
that's
on- it's
responsibility.
on
Right.
your
Go ahead,
shoulders.
Go ahead,
Right,
Queen.
right.
where it's, without saying responsibility, but it's
Right.
it's on you.
Yes.
You know, it's on you
Your
to
shoulders.
handle this.
Yes,
No
right.
one else is going to handle this.
Right. What you think? What you think, Mr. Ruff?
It's see, I know how to say the word responsible because it's
Go ahead.
you
Even
being
if you said that,
responsible.
like,
use
go ahead.
that. He gonna
That's
use
cool.
that.
Use that
I got
as a word.
you. That's a good
It's
one.
things that you are actually responsible
For. I got you.
tasks that you are expected to accomplish or goals you are expected to achieve or things or priorities that must be handled by you
Right.
to continue to live and be productive.
And we'll associate that with someone telling you that what you should be doing when you're growing up, right? Like your
Absolutely.
peers and your older elders, right?
Yeah.
So what if I told you, right? They didn't explain the definition of responsibility to us. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you what.
I agree with that.
Now
I agree with that.
responsibility means respond ability to all things. Now, when I say respond, how would you respond?
So you talking about the
all-
ability to respond.
The ability
To respond
to
to
respond
something.
is responsibility.
Okay, the ability.
The ability to respond
That's a lot
is
of
responsibility.
They're lacking a lot of that.
So when you talking to a kid and you hollering and you raising your voice, right?
Right.
You don't have respondability
Right,
because
right.
it's a child, and
Yeah.
your ability to respond to this child should be on the level to where that child can learn from that your
Right.
response
Right.
you're giving the child,
Right.
and we've lacked that in our communities.
You're absolutely
See,
right.
you got the ability to read, you have the ability to write, you
Right.
have the ability to do everything, but you don't have the ability to respond.
Right. You're absolutely right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
When shit go off, we go crazy because
Yeah.
we don't have the ability to respond.
But it's you know what the problem is, that it's the adults don't have this ability either.
Because they wasn't taught, they don't know.
That's true.
I had to go look for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I had
you're
to
right
go.
about
looking.
that.
I had to go.
agree.
It's closed in a book like they say. Ain't nobody gonna look it up.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
We
so
being
you're
naive
absolutely
to
right.
ourselves because sometimes when we don't know something, we take our time and we jump on here quicker than we do go trying to find what we don't know.
That's true. That's
Facts.
true. No, that's true.
We don't even do it.
That's
right?
true. And
Yeah.
we run around with a whole lot of beef and static towards each other because of it.
nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. And you're right about that. Like I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think but that's something that we need to relax. And the funny thing about it is that I think that we give it to a tier of maturity, because a lot of times people don't give themselves enough time to mature or whatnot. You ever notice that somebody flies off the hip? There are grown people that do kid shit daily.
Well, I know
So
something.
if you
I
are
don't blame.
so if you are a grown person that's doing kid shit, what the fuck are you expecting the kids to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really an issue. I respect that. Love what you said on that because it makes all the sense in the world. So that to me, that does. Yeah, I understand the whole complex of everything that we got,
ability to
whether it's
respond.
insecurity, whether it's inferiority, whatever way we want to word it, but we do need to find the ability to respond. Way to sum that up. Let me ask you another question. Is chasing a check worth the run?
No. Because once that energy is dispensed, you have nothing else to fuel that body that you need to go get it.
That's true.
So the chase is going to always kill you.
What you think? Rough?
It's a merry-go-round. It's a merry-go-round. And at some point, you got to realize it's a merry-go-round and figure out whether you want to keep going around that same ride or whether you want to get the fuck off.
No, you want to stay in the middle and let it go around you. See, one thing we don't realize is the stationary part. We looking to go instead of being still. You don't run to a storm. The storm come to you. So why everything in nature come to you, but you trying to run everything?
Because they look
It's
at
coming to you.
they
Say
look
we
at
gotta chase
It
our
don't
dreams.
come. You don't run
We
to
gotta
a storm.
But see, the problem with everything is that you find value in the things that you have to go out to get, regardless of what it is, whether it's a dream, whether it's a chain, whether it's a car. You find value in that. But if you got to anywhere that you ever were to go find something and you was hyped to get it, and somebody was there that you trusted and you believed and told you it was worthless, you would turn the fuck around and go home.
Can I ask you, why do people go chase it anyway? Give me a reason why in like ultimate life, people, I gotta go get this bag, right? I need all this. What reason do you want it for? I could tell you one reason.
To keep up?
I could tell you one reason for me.
Okay.
Relaxation,
give me a reason.
Relaxation and pleasure. See,
Absolutely.
because you're gonna get it
Right.
for you to relax and pleasure.
Right.
See, I'd rather have that first. So I'm giving myself those things. So when money comes, it's not before what I'm.
See,
that's in front of the money.
The issue is that people have a thing in which that they can't relax and they can't do what they want to do without it. But no, I mean, you laugh at me, but you understand what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you mean.
Because the problem with it is that they look for their peace, but you know what their peace comes from, or what they feel like their peace comes from? Keeping up with the fucking Joneses. If I told you that making money so you can go blow 200 at a day party was what everybody was doing that bought them peace, that's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, if you can find solace in falling back and buying some McDonald's and getting you a bottle of Henny and chilling on your fucking front stoop, then that would be the goal. During the pandemic, we discovered a lot during the pandemic.
I loved it.
We discovered a fucking lot.
I love the pandemic.
It did something. Oh, absolutely. It was one of them things where you just found yourself. You was chilling. You was just fucking chilling.
Because like 80% of the world figured out that they hated their households.
Yeah. But I was, you know, what's funny?
You found out so much
about your people.
Your people. I'm still finding out.
Right.
I just had COVID 2 weeks ago.
Still laughing. You're an asshole.
Right after my birthday. Someone who I haven't spoken to since December ran into them the day after my birthday. I tested positive 2 days later, so everyone that I came in contact with, I had to tell I had COVID. Somebody who I've been talking to for a while, who lives less than 10 minutes away from me, I told them I got COVID. Checked on me every other day.
You shouldn't have asked him, you gonna eat that? Go ahead, I'm fucking with you.
Whoa.
Slice. Checked on me every other day. Someone who I haven't seen since December spoke to, text, nothing.
Right.
You all right? You need anything? You good? Wait until the day before I was going back to work. You gonna give me a call. How you feeling?
People be busy.
No, people don't care.
People don't care.
I don't care.
They don't.
Unless it serves their purpose,
Right.
people don't care.
Listen.
My coworker who lives in the Northeast stopped past the supermarket for me and dropped off some things that I couldn't get when I ordered. Thank you. Because that's someone who cares.
Right.
So you still finding out who gives a damn.
I take care of my grandparents, so you know, they raised me, so I feel as though they should be chilling. And, you know, I can take care of their bills, take care of their food, and just have them relax. You see, I worked it. I'm going reverse again, but I know they work their whole lives, right?
Yeah.
So they haven't had that pleasure of relaxation and care. I say everybody should need a hot tub and a recliner chair in their home. They said, why you say that? I said, because this is how they rejuvenate.
Dog, I fall
The
asleep.
energy.
I can't even sit in that
get
fucking
back
chair
to
upstairs.
the grind. But they'll have more energy on the grind.
Yeah.
If they focus on relaxing themselves for a moment, it's something
We're
different.
not worrying
man.
about everything.
I ain't finished the movie in 2 months.
I'm
I ain't gonna
telling
lie
you.
to you. I sit in that fucking chair. I turn on. I'm like, ooh, this look interesting. 10 minutes later,
Yo.
I'm rocked in that motherfucker, dog. I can't do it.
Nah,
like,
you remember my
honestly.
chair? Remember the chair? My chair? The chair fell out.
Yeah. The leather recliners. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
crazy.
Lord.
Yeah.
I had to get the recliners for everybody to kick motherfuckers out my chair.
But I
And
mean,
it still was in it.
to be perfectly honest with you, man, I think that this battle, as far as people chasing money, I think it's gonna be it's a never ending process.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Because the problem with it is the way that you think about something. You could be on the same accord with the person that you live with, or you could be in the same room talking the same shit, with a person that you know. The only problem is that it's your reaction to the way that it's given. We could say money ain't gonna rule us. Ready, break. You know what I'm saying? Morphin' time. You know what I mean? We the fucking team of all teams. But when that check come in, somebody's going to want to move in a different direction than the other one is. So
Thanks.
at the end of the day, when you start looking at it, you like, yo, why don't we just chill? Nigga, why don't we turn the fuck up? Like, nigga, what we gonna do with this bread? Nigga, spend it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't spend it when you dead. Like, there's a difference of opinion when it comes to all this shit. So what do you do in the midst of that? What I feel like it is there's always going to be a division until something is presented to you in abundance. And it's even a division then, but it's still presented to you in abundance.
Somebody gotta always have
you
more.
get a lot of money.
Somebody always wants to have more.
Right.
I gotta have more than
You know-
I gotta know what everybody else has, and I gotta have more than
You know why that happens? Because they have no plan.
That's an inferiority.
That's what it is.
They have no plan.
That's what it is. That's what it
So
is.
now
You
it's
know?
just
So
now.
it's,
I agree with that.
no plan is like the playground.
No, absolutely.
So many things going on at one time. You can go over here, over here.
Yep,
You have
yep.
no focus.
Yeah.
So you have nothing to focus on because you have no plan.
But you can play this game until you die.
And someone
And
someone
most
will.
no, not some.
Most.
Most do. I know motherfuckers that's 69 years old working at my job. I'm like, you doing this shit now? You got a bad hip, bad back, and then one day he tell me, he said, man, I know people that drop dead when they stop working.
because when he was a young boy, he said, "I'm gonna take off tonight because it's 80 degrees outside, and I got my fresh shit in my check in my pocket." See those kids that say it's hot outside. Oh, I'm gonna call off today, and they adding up points on their shit, so they never gonna have a job.
Right,
So they
right.
wait till they old as shit
yeah, to try to get
to
it
try to
together.
make it happen.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. And at the end of the day, and that's when, like you said, that's when they accrue responsibilities. Would you want some of these? That's when they accrue responsibilities. And all of a
You
sudden,
know about these.
when them fucking responsibilities kick in, niggas start looking at their situation totally different. Like, oh shit, I got something I got to do now. And
Yeah, what you gonna
the
do?
script is flipped.
Right.
What you going to do?
I don't know,
Because
man.
that's the question I pose to my son
Right.
every time I speak with him.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
Right.
But how? I was like, what's your plan? I was like, everything you're thinking about is right now.
Right.
I was like, and I keep telling you, you need to look what you want to be. He's going to a senior in high school. When you graduate, what are you trying to do? Are we trying to go to college? Are we trying to go to trade school? Are we trying to go to the military? What are you trying to do?
That's why I think
Because
it's-
this is my house.
I think it's good for parents to. It's me, and I'm talking from a level of, from the time my son was 12 years old, he kind of figured out like, oh shit, this is something I can do and I can do it well, and everything else was secondary. But you couldn't do that. You can't be a football player without it being academic.
Right.
And my suggestion was like, nigga, I suggest you get your grades right because I don't want to pay for your college. So now you're in that boat. Now it's to fruition. I'm not paying for your college. You're going there. You got academic scholarships. You got football scholarships. You got grants. You got all this shit. And I got to come out of my pocket probably less than $500.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For your experience.
Thank you.
Which is great for me. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it,
so now,
sir.
like Kelly said, what is it that you want to do?
That's a blessing in itself.
But I tell people all the time and whatnot. When I tell people all the time, like when you start talking about what kids, sometimes you got to steer them in a direction that has to do with keeping them occupied. When you like
Nala
you know,
with cheer and dance.
like it's there you go. When you start dropping kids off at karate practice and all this other shit, people be like, "Oh, it's just extracurricular activities." You don't know. We got a
You
friend.
don't know what it leads to.
We got a friend that son bowls. He's got a college scholarship to go bowl. You know what I'm saying?
We have a niece who has danced at
Danced.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
Her whole entire life.
She's been she's been an Eagles cheerleader for the past 5
5 years. Captain.
So it's one of them things, and she's got the look. She could probably do that shit for another 10 because they love her. She keeps making a squad. It is what it is.
She just went to Ghana.
a lot of times,
Only 2 cheerleaders went to Ghana, her and one other one.
like to take it back to what you were saying, like a lot of times our people are afraid to steer our children in a path that seems less taken. It doesn't seem ordinary. It's almost like they're like the African and West Indian families that tell their kids, you got to be a lawyer, you got to be a doctor, or you can't be nothing because that's all they know. We're indoctrinated with the same shit in our brain, but we're not even thinking at the high of a level. Because I know the majority of people fucking tax fraud, and they don't even want to fucking give they kids. They don't even want to fill out a fast for their kids to go to college. Yeah, trust me, I've been down that boat. We had that conversation the other night. I'm like, this is the saddest shit ever. I got cousins, I got family that can't even go to school. Got, you know what I mean, football money on the table and can't go to school because their parents don't want to fill shit out. Yep. But we are so lost in the sauce.
And not so much don't want to fill it out. Can't fill it out. Or else they go to fucking jail. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Or don't know how to fill it out.
And that's another. Somebody else said that too. They was like, them motherfuckers don't know how to read. I was like, well, you know what? It's so, everything is kind of caught up in. I just hate that shit gets caught up in this microwave, in this little ass pressure cooker of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And it all stems back to I don't give a fuck what people do with their lives, what career path you've chosen. If you are doing it, you ain't hurting nobody, and you able to be successful, give a motherfucker a chance. Give a motherfucker a chance. Don't have my little cousin asking me when you got 2 able-bodied parents to try to figure out exactly what you need to do to fill out a FAFSA. That's what I've been talking about. Let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong. If it wasn't for the woman upstairs or whatnot, I would not know how to do half this shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
I remember filling out
pick a fucking right partner.
I had to fill my own joint up.
Yeah, I filled my own shit up.
See, that's what I'm saying. Even if you, but even
to go to Lincoln, I had to do my own.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. That's
you know what I really was. I had a partial scholarship to Temple Title School of Architecture and Design.
Oh, okay.
My 12th grade year, I was at Community College for Architecture and Design.
Okay, right.
So from 12, that was my senior project.
Oh, okay.
I leave at 12 o'clock high school.
Yeah.
And go down to community. Yeah,
that's what you do, right?
So that's what I was into.
I used to go to Temple when I was
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what your grades look like?
My grades was great.
See, that's the
you know
fucking.
What I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying and whatnot.
I had
but
good grades.
you saw something in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But nobody never came to celebrate me, so it was okay with me. After a certain amount of time, realized no one's gonna be there. It was like, all right, well, I always got to think about, somebody's looking at me, you're unseen. Yeah. So I always got to be on point, even if no one's around me.
But see, that touches.
But and here's something, and I've learned this from one of my cousins, because I always was the goody two shoes cousin.
Me too.
I was the goody two shoes cousin. So I went to school. I went to school. I didn't have a job in high school. I mean,
you were good. You a good dude. She was a different type of goody two shoes.
I was a total, just even today.
Fuck out of here.
See,
fucking lying out here.
But you never know who's
good
watching.
Good girl going badass.
Okay, you never know who's watching.
Right.
And so my cousin said to me one day that I was her inspiration for going as far as she's done in college.
Right.
Like she's a mother of 3, getting ready to get married. She's working on her 3rd degree. She's working on her PhD, actually. But for her to tell me that watching me go to school, and at the time I had just only had my bachelor's, I'm like, no, I'm not, whatever. I was like, y'all used to make fun of me, and she's like, no, she's like, no, Aunt Beverly didn't,
Motivation.
Aunt Beverly was her grandmother, so she was like, grandma didn't. She's like, no, she always had me looking at you. She's like, so no matter what you did, don't think that we weren't watching.
Right.
When you
and then she encouraged me. I went back and got my MBA. So it's just like,
when you
never know who's watching you.
That's why I always did the right thing.
Right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
When you least expect it, me and Knight have had these conversations, especially about when it came to dance business and shit. Me and you have had these conversations at times. I felt like I've carried my city several times, fresh out of jail at times, on my back, trying to get us back to where we supposed to be. Because Philly is where black male entertainment started.
Right.
It's where it started. Okay? We actually talked business plans. We was actually supposed to be trying to do an actual documentary, and it's really crazy. But we're gonna work a way of that, of actual, although Flame did a documentary about the game, but ultimately
Why you ain't do it yet?
timing.
I'm currently filming right now.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
Documentary of my life. I'm also a director.
Okay.
My partners are in Sweden.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
The Film
Right.
Institute of Sweden has sponsored my film. The Airy Camera sponsored us.
Okay.
So they'll be here September 3rd
Okay.
to film. And then I go over to Sweden in October sometime for post-production. And then we feature on, Sundance 2023. So, yeah.
Amen.
I like the sound of that. As a matter of fact, hold
That
up, we
sounds
get a
wonderful.
pause. So here's the thing. I want to get that fire on the big bro over here.
Sound like tools dropping.
I don't know.
No, that was an applause, but it
I
was
know,
just
but
I don't
super
know.
loud.
Fuck it, yeah, it was mad loud. I can't even turn the shit down from this joint. But listen, I want to get fire because I want to get that fire in the big bro over there because I think that a lot of times, huh?
Me?
Yes, you,
Nigga, you!
because this is the thing.
Yeah,
This is the
yes.
thing about ambition. Hold on, no. Let me say this. This is the thing about ambition. It took me a year and a half to get this started, and even that's before then. I had all these plans, and I was talking about it and whatnot, and it's not even to the point where I was like, oh, I got naysayers, I got haters. No, it was none of that. It was people that didn't know shit about shit, basically saying like you need at least 10 episodes again. I was like, well, listen, fuck it. Nobody knows about it anyway, so I'm just gonna try to put it out there and do what I gotta do while I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And I'll do 10 episodes and we'll see where it goes from there. Now, 123 episodes in, it's one of those things in which that I look at it and I say, yo, the experience has to be everything. Sometimes we don't move unless we feel like it's going to be a result. But who's to say what the fuck the result is? And see, to me, that's the whole thing. If you want to do something, there is no try.
Yeah, people get afraid to get started,
Yeah,
right?
there is,
So
right.
I attribute this to see, I brought my mom in LLC for her birthday, right?
Right.
Sydney Educational Service. My mom been working for the school system for over 30 years.
Right.
So I say, Mom, you just got to do your own thing and step out there on faith. You know,
Absolutely.
Most don't walk by faith; they walking by sight, and they killing themselves. Because
Yeah.
what they seeing is not real. It's the believing that's real to you.
People
if you
are
believe
afraid.
in you more than you see in yourself, then you'll do it.
Yeah.
I got 3 LLCs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've flourished in with this business when it comes to my life.
People are afraid.
Yeah, they are.
But see, that's the whole thing. And don't get me wrong,
I've been afraid.
Uncomfortability. See, the problem with it is
I've
that
been afraid.
people are afraid to
The first
be.
step is admitting.
Right.
I've been afraid.
That's good.
Right.
I've been, and one of the biggest things, I don't want to say it's full fear. It's uncertainty, which fear breeds uncertainty.
No, you got a fear
It's
of failing.
questioning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Your fear of
That's
failing
the
is what's
difference.
stopping you
It's not
before you
like-
get started.
Yo, you
You
Honestly-
think you're afraid to fail.
Honestly,
have you failed before?
honestly,
have you failed before?
I've failed plenty
So
of
you
times.
know what it
So you
feels
know what
like
it
to
feel
fail.
like.
It's
you're not afraid of that,
not
right?
Even so much fear of failure. I'm gonna be honest. One of my biggest fears, and this will probably befuddle you guys, is fear of rejection.
Yeah, but that's still failing.
It's not failing because
Rejected,
ultimately,
so what?
I feel as if no one can determine if I win or lose. Only I can. Only person who can determine me succeeding
Right.
is me.
Right.
So I'm not expecting that.
Right.
What I've been, and this is about a regular life documentary. It's
Right.
about an entertainer life documentary. And other aspects that we both talked about when it comes to things that I want to do and I need to do.
Right.
Honestly, it's been the nervousness and the focus of taking that first and second step. Because I know once I take that first, that second step, that third and that fourth got fucking fouled.
All right. So
that
who,
fifth and sixth.
But who are you afraid that's going to reject you?
I'm more nervous of me doing something wrong and it's just not going to be perceived properly. And so I'm gonna be rejected.
I
because
don't get it. Doing something wrong, like what?
So here's the
it's-
question.
it's
Here's the
nothing in
ultimate
particular.
question. Here's
Right.
the ultimate question. Why the fuck do you care?
Right.
because I care about me and how I, as you say, how I'm perceived at the end.
Yeah, but but
Right.
I don't care.
But the
though.
only perception that
yeah,
matters
it's not
You're
still.
wrong.
is yours.
It's yours. So if you doing
So
your,
once
your
again,
thing, it don't
why
matter.
the fuck do you
Because
care?
you're doing this for you.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody think.
You're doing this for you.
I would have never jumped.
You're not
off the
doing
step.
it. You're not doing it for anybody else but you. I set these fucking lights up and I sit down here and I talk into this microphone and whatnot because this is something that I'm passionate about for me. 15 million people could tell me fuck your podcast.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
And I'll tell them suck a sick baby's dick.
But that's the whole thing.
Not a sick babies.
That does not stop me from being persistent. That does not stop me from branching off and doing other things. That does not stop me from, this is where I'm at. And the one thing that I'm training myself is to not look at the ultimate goal of a situation because I don't know where it's going to land me, but to stay persistent and enjoy the ride. Say, you know what I mean? Because-
we were just talking about this last week of how this once a week talking has turned into him now doing a podcast, helping Fresh do a podcast,
Right.
doing the Barcast. So who knows?
The Barcast,
and then he just
got the what you call
Lito
till death
Shepherd
do us
was on
part.
that.
Right, exactly.
Lito Shepherd was on that. So
That's
you
what I'm
never
saying.
know.
Yeah, you don't know
what
To what you gonna
connected.
do.
Dog.
Look how I
Look.
became a great promoter. Starting
Yeah.
off as an entertainer. You know, I didn't say nothing was above me. I just tried it.
And what's interesting is for me, if
What you have to do is
I-
stop
I-
listening to the naysayers.
no, it's not any naysayers.
The naysayers are in his head.
Naysayers are in my head.
They're in his head.
They're in my head.
Because
So
the
once
It's-
again, you
when I
gotta
say
stop
it's
listening to
been
the
and it's
naysayers.
not the naysayers.
fear's
it's
a
just,
motherfucker, man.
It's
Oh no,
just-
yeah, it
crippling.
is.
It's crippling.
It's
Fear is a motherfucker. It's crippling because
Let me-
it will be. Listen, let me show you something. Oh shit, pass me my phone.
It's over here.
So, oh shit, I think I lost it. So essentially,
Lord.
I saw a cartoon yesterday when I was sitting on the beach.
yeah, you know you don't have that no more.
And yeah. But I like to reflect from certain shit. So I
So
looked at
cartoons. I like cartoons.
So no, it was a
No, he
cartoon.
just don't
It
have
wasn't
it.
even a moving cartoon. It was a still cartoon. We'll move on to the next topic. So there was a guy standing on a rock, like he was standing at the top of a mountain, and he's screaming into the mist, to the sky, God, help me, please. God talks back and says, jump. He's on a ledge. He's on like this little like Stonehenge looking rock. You can't see what's in front of you. You can't see what's behind you, or you can't see what is behind him and whatnot. He said jump, and he looks back, and the rock behind him is cracking, like it's gonna fall apart. He looked at God and said, I can't see what's in front of me. I don't know if I jump that I won't fall. God said, jump. But God, jump. And he jumped and he landed on another ledge. And God said, I told you. The problem with it is that if you're hearing or if you're getting the feeling that this is what you're supposed to be doing, then it's what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Because God don't make mistakes, dog. That's not how that works. The moment you stop questioning your purpose is the moment you start living in it. And it's 15 million things to be afraid of once you take this step. Trust me, I'm afraid of some shit every day. You know what I'm saying? But I know when I got out on this ledge, this the ledge that I'm out on. And I'm hella high water. I try to make this shit pop every fucking week.
You know what's crazy,
You know what I'm saying?
bro? I feel like that about that flyer right there.
Yeah.
People don't realize I put that effort in. That cost them flyers cost me money. I designed those flyers. I put these together.
Right.
I went to get it printed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all the hard work I put in,
Yeah.
and still make sure I'm not asking nobody to make sure no women come to there. I'm gonna fulfill my duties.
There you go.
See, when I start blaming, that's too much energy taken away from what I can
Yeah.
fulfill. Once I fulfill mine show up.
Right, exactly.
Now, if everybody want to fulfill their duty,
right,
then things will happen for them.
You can, and and it's always going to be. I mean, you're not going to say it's going to be perfect. You always going to have a time where you feel away, like more people could have showed up, more people could have listened, more people.
Right.
But you can deal with that on the back end. But as long as it don't stop you,
exactly.
As long as it don't stop you,
that's what matters.
You know what I'm saying? You can say, listen, because you can have that conversation later or whatnot. Like, damn, y'all just got the 7-figure deal. Y'all been doing this shit for 4 years. I ain't even know it was popping like that. Nigga, I talked to you every other week and told you it was popping. Now you want to listen. Now you want to see.
But you didn't hear me, though.
Now we can have an issue.
But you didn't hear me, though.
Oh, what you need, a job? Oh, you want a motherfucker? Oh, you want to be the cameraman? Oh, you want to do editing? You went to school for this? Oh.
Wasn't we looking for that?
But when I had issue, see, that's the whole thing. Don't let whatever, because we're human beings. You know what I'm saying? And you can feel away, and you can feel a little bitter, you can feel a little upset about something, but don't. The moment you let it take over you, that's when it wins. So listen. Ain't none of, I mean, we telling you all the same
shit gonna
thing,
happen.
but we telling you shit you know.
Shit's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit's gonna happen.
Last topic. It's a little lighthearted. You sent that thing. Hold up. So let me get this straight.
Which one? Oh shit.
So dude getting married, and his brother sent the
no.
Or he posted.
Was it the Asian wedding?
No. What happened with that?
My God.
Was dude was going to get married.
Right.
His wife cheated on him. With
her sisters.
With her
husband.
sisters.
Her pregnant sister.
Her pregnant sister's husband.
Wait. See, Oh, okay. So she cheated
with her brother-in-law.
With her brother. God damn.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, she cheated with her brother-in-law.
Who recorded
And her
it?
sister is pregnant.
Doesn't say. I'm not sure who recorded it.
I don't know who recorded it.
Who recorded
but whoever
it.
recorded it
But
got it to the groom.
husband got it. The groom got it.
And he played it.
He played the shit
at the wedding.
During the wedding.
So as she's walking down the aisle, she stands up. She gets
her sister's brother. I mean, her sister's husband. Her pregnant sister's husband.
Yeah, my brother.
Yo.
And
hold the fuck up. So all right, so he did. Now, because you put a picture of it, was there a video?
No, it was a video.
It's a video.
I didn't see the video.
No, it was a video. I see the video.
Because there it is. Yeah.
Because that remind me now. Now, what do y'all think about people that do this type of shit at weddings and at funerals?
Tacky.
Yeah, because I've seen it at a funeral too, where the dude stepped up and was like, the dude died, and his brother came up, was like, she was in here fucking another man and whatnot, this, that, and the third, and the wife started smacking the shit out of the brother and all that shit.
The one I sent actually wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, that wasn't the video. That was a still. Yeah,
it showed when he showed the video.
I saw the video.
Let me.
Do you think
groom exposed the video of his
her.
wife having an affair with her brother-in-law after the couple exchanged vows during their wedding?
Now, do you think this
So
man?
he automatically had grounds for the divorce with no issues.
Well, that's an annulment. You don't even got to really get married.
She walked up. I watched the video.
Right.
It was
She walked
China.
up like the whole bridal party situation.
Right.
She walks up. She gets up on the dais where they're at.
Right.
As soon as she gets up, the video starts to play.
Oh my God.
And he pushed. They were in. It was an Asian wedding, so I think this was in Korea or whatever. Everybody's seen it.
Yeah,
They went
this actually
The groom.
this
Watch
was
closely.
He
You're
did
about to
push her.
experience a mega moment.
Because she was about to come. He pushed her away.
Right.
Here come people trying to grab him.
That's part of what you see in the script. What it
Right.
is this initially happened in 2019. All right, this is not fresh.
It's just making its way around the world.
So wait. All right. So my.
It was as pretty much
Right.
during the wedding ceremony as they were getting ready to exchange vows.
Yes.
Got it.
He played the video.
So my question,
like, do you think I didn't know about this shit, bitch?
My question is that
I
because
think
this is not the first
tacky
time that
on
we
his part.
who's it tacky on?
It's tacky, period. Because now, like, I understand you want to embarrass her.
Yeah.
because she's embarrassed you.
Okay.
But now you've wasted everybody's time there. Everybody that's a guest there.
No. I'm gonna tell you why.
No, my fucking time is wasted.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No, my fucking time is wasted.
It was. I'm not
I don't
gonna
have
say
to
it's
come
not.
here.
I'm not.
I don't
gonna
have
say
to
it's
buy
not.
a gift.
One at a time.
I'm not
Why
gonna
not buy
say
a
it's not.
gift?
I'm not gonna say it's not, Kelly. You are absolutely right. As a female. Because think about this. It was the bride who fucking cheated. So ultimately, there's a million different ways of.
He could have canceled the wedding.
So you think a woman would have did that? You think a woman would have did that too?
Think about this,
Yeah,
right? If he would have canceled the wedding, right?
Woman would have invited the bitch she was cheating with.
He
Right
canceled the wedding.
right to the wedding in the front row.
Yeah,
She'd have been my bridesmaid.
No, because the motherfucker was probably there at the fucking wedding. Think about it.
He was there. He was
there. But think about it. As a woman, there's a million of different ways that they're going to spin that shit. If he would have canceled the wedding and not put it out there the way he put it out there, the true story in that family would have probably never really went out there.
How graphic?
You understand me?
How graphic did you think the tape got?
Listen,
It looked like it showed everything.
It looked, yeah. And listen, I'm sorry, but as a man, you know, I mean, they say we can't deal with that because we do it, but you know,
could
it's
you
different.
forgive your woman for that? If you caught your woman getting pile drived on the wedding day in front of everybody,
Not mine.
She's not mine. She
for the streets. She all the way for the streets.
She like
Happy
Nana,
go lucky
but dog.
pussy.
She for the streets. Fuck you. Listen,
That's
one less
it.
headache. Hey, fuck you mean? Listen.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
What
was
she
the
said,
other-
the wife's excuse was that the husband became verbally abusive,
Oh my
so
God.
she turned to. Why would you turn to your? Yeah, I mean, the someone else, another
Come on. A
male
woman's
for
accountability.
comfort. That's your excuse. Her excuse was she went to him for comfort. Another male.
there are three things. In
Another
this,
male. You go
listen,
to a male for comfort.
There are
you
three
going for
things
dick.
in this.
She was going for dick.
There was three things in this world that I
She
that
wanna
I-
get back dick.
that I wonder exist. There are three things in this world that I wonder if they really exist: ghost, aliens, and women's accountability.
Two do. The first two do.
I wonder if they exist
The
at all.
third one is like it's like binary. Ones and O's. Ones and O's.
Sips tea.
It's like ones
Hey,
and
exactly.
O's.
Sips tea. Why does it like and we come back to this all the time, but why doesn't it
that's
exist?
good.
Why it doesn't exist? Where the fuck is it? Who taught now? Is it the strong black woman thing or is it just a strong woman
hold up,
thing?
hold up.
Why does accountability not exist ever? How do you get fucked on camera at your wedding and blame your husband? Come on, man. I'm just saying.
I don't know how
saying.
she got caught,
Keith, Mr. Know-it-all.
but she got set up.
Mr. Know-it-all.
That's still not being accountable.
Mr. Know-it-all.
Yes.
Set up.
And miss what you just said, right?
Right.
Just thinking about exactly what you said.
Right.
Processing fully what you just said,
I'm
right?
processing.
And think about majority of this generation and the generation before and the generation before
Okay.
and the generation before. We're going to go back 4 generations.
Okay.
Were predominantly raised by strictly what?
Women.
Their mothers.
Yeah.
Why is there such a problem in society with accountability?
So you think that because they don't have men in their lives?
Drop
that they don't have-
listen.
Because they're
That
accountable
you
for
should
everything.
have dropped several bombs on that. You really thought about that. When you really thought
Now listen, I get that portion of it though, but I think that the problem has to do more with the fact that it also has to do like if the men are not in their lives, it also has to do with the women that raised them.
the men not being in lives plays a part, but ultimately, and I don't want to quote any kind of numbers right now. I'm not going to throw any numbers out.
Right.
But on average, we have 3 black males. Y'all two are still in your 30s. I'm in my 40s.
Damn.
Your father was unfortunately murdered when you were a teenager. He was in your life to that point, right? You're a benefit. You're 1/3 of us. Your father wasn't. My father wasn't. That's how I evenly just broke down the 1/3 of majority of black males.
Right.
We are not raised with our fathers in the picture because society and the system. Now, yes, there are niggas who fucked up on their own, but things were not set up for us as black males, as Nigers, not niggas, but as Nigers to succeed on this land. So with that in mind, unfortunately, more of the burden was pressed upon our queens. And I'm not even going to consider any kind of fucking percentage for that, but there was a great percentage of them that, as our queen that's here on the podcast just stated, just took a sip off. Don't accept that. And that's where we were raised from.
I get
so
what you're
for us
saying.
to understand so much of society does not understand or take up ownership, and I live and see that daily.
To me, bro. Listen, bro. Accountability to me does not equate the lack.
It's
of
something
it.
that must be taught.
No, it's not.
It is something that must be taught.
No,
though.
it is not. No, it is not, because it is as simple and as indoctrinated as right and wrong. The problem is,
But common sense isn't common anymore.
It's not. I don't want to hear that, because you know the reason why I don't want to hear that is because common sense is fucking common.
It's supposed to be, but it's not.
Supposed to be. It's not.
It's supposed to be,
It's
but
not.
it's the fuck not anymore.
That sound good.
I know some grown ass men that don't have. And when I say grown ass men, I'm talking about 50, 60.
The problem is that your reaction and what you choose to do with the sense that's common is the flip of it. It's like saying money's the root of evil. No, the love of money is the root of evil. People always want to take it back to what the factor of it is. At the end of the day, no, it's the reaction that we have as human beings. We put value or subtract value from everything. People always want to be right. People always want to be smart. People always want to be heard. And you know, that's the fucking problem.
And we're
That's
creatures of habit.
but that has nothing to do with being ignorant to being accountable. And that's the problem. We say, because we gaslight ourselves. We make it seem as if that, hey, guess what? Well, I didn't know no better because I wasn't brought up the way. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You know better. The same reason why your ass don't run into that bank and rob it. Same reason why you don't steal out of this store. Same reason why you don't shoot cops. Same reason why you don't take shits in public.
That's
because
I'm not validating it. I'm not validating it.
But I refuse to give that credit. I'm not giving that credit.
This is the bullshit that we see on the fucking daily in every walk of life.
Because can I tell you
Am
why?
I right?
Can I tell you why? Because
it's acceptable.
No, because they're
It's not right.
No,
it's
no,
fucked up.
Pause.
It's not
Pause.
What?
Pause.
It's fucked up.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
Because
this is a great one. This is good.
What I'm hearing is both of y'all, and I can't hear either one of y'all.
What I'm trying to explain to you, because of the fact of the matter is that you have been brainwashed into that.
They have.
You have been, no. You have. Black men accept bullshit from black women because we do not have the choice. We get gaslit. We get bullshitted. We accept their non-accountable asses because because we love them. That's what it is. So we're not going to sit up there and make it seem as if that this is right or regular. This is not right or regular at all. At all. This came from our aunties.
I agree. It's not right or regular.
It came from our aunties. It came from our mothers. It came
I won't
from
say
our
it's not right.
grandmothers.
I will agree that it's not right.
It's
I'll
not
agree
right.
it's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right. I'll agree that it's not right.
But see, this
But
is the problem.
regular, I can't say that it's not regular because I've seen this shit on so many aspects, not just from my personal life, but from friends, homies, people who became brothers, cousins, you know what I mean? Best friends. I've seen this shit from the 80s
Let me
to
ask-
the
let me ask-
90s
let me ask
to
you a
the 2000s to the 2010s to the 2020s, and it's just got worse and worse and worse.
But let me ask you a question. Why do you think that is? No. Don't even answer that question. Let me tell you exactly the reason why it's like that. Because of the simple fact that it became the moment that equality or equity came into play when we started talking about men and women. Now you got to talk and you got to speak and have these conversations about it. Certain things were understood at one time, and I'm not trying to sound misogynistic. Certain things were understood at one time. I'm the man, you the fucking woman. That's what it is. But the problem with it is now is when equality and equity comes into play, and the man
Equal rights.
and the man is absent. Now the woman can state a peace, and a motherfucker that has been held down wants to be the top dog. Give a fuck what you tell me. So all in all, that has to do with the woman wanting her place where she sees fit. So when you start talking about even when niggas with money, the woman want to take the money. The woman want to fuck him for the money because she wants to be at that level.
I see that in my store.
But you know
I
what?
seen that today with a Muslim couple.
But when does
They start arguing.
So let me ask you a question. When does it come to play that it's no longer a war of words with women? And this is the problem that we're having. We in this Me Too era or whatnot. When it stops being a war of words with anybody, it's only but so many times you let a grown man talk to you crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm saying it without saying it because I don't.
Well, say it.
No. Because the last thing you want to talk about is men being physical with women. That's not what you want. You know what I mean? You're the mothers of our children. We love you to death. But at the end of the day, a man does not know how to keep internalizing. We took shit from the brawn, and then we got smart later on. We didn't get smart first, but not be. At the end of the day, you can be as smart as you want to, but if you can't pick up a fucking hammer, you ain't no use to nobody. And that's the point.
And we talking the hammer that you used to put in the nail.
No, I'm sorry.
The hammer that put in the nail.
Exactly.
The hammer that put in the nail.
Or the other hammer too.
The hammer that put in the...
But women got all the answers. But the problem is that, and I'm gonna say this, and it's Mr. Know-It-All saying this: women got all the answers, but not the tools in order to apply it.
Ain't a lot of Miss Debs out there.
Huh?
Ain't a lot of Miss Debs out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't a lot of big Debs out there.
That's true.
A lot of y'all got that. Y'all think y'all big Debs.
You talking about Waka Flocka Mom?
Yeah, y'all think y'all big Debs. Y'all not big Debs.
But see, y'all
have that mentality. Carly and Megan
I hate to have
got
this
y'all on that mentality.
Because it sounds so misogynistic.
But you're not Big Deb.
It sounds so misogynistic.
You have to realize Big Deb is Big Deb because of her upbringing. What she went through is what helped make her Big Deb.
She also applied herself in situations that she shouldn't have been applying herself to. But she earned the respect out of those people. The problem with it is she wasn't afraid to physically lift some shit up. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, if you doing manual labor, you respect the nigga that can rock the way you rock. Yeah. Don't tell me about what's fucked up and to be like, yo, but I still need you.
Lifting that shit up.
Yeah, I still need you to pick that up for me.
You
know
ain't
what I'm
doing
saying?
that.
But like this ain't that.
You out here did it right. Well, bitch, you ain't do it. You show me,
I don't want to keep
motherfucker.
bashing. I don't want to keep bashing the women. Kelly been quiet the whole time playing fucking Angry Blocks and Candy Crush and shit.
Y'all have y'all moment.
It's not.
Yes.
But let me see things we need to get to real quick, and then we can play the game, and then we can get the fuck out of here. What?
Sales and industry.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do that. Let me run through this real quick. We can get a quick tell from the industry. We can play the game, and then we can get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? The objective is be out of here in the next 20 minutes or whatnot. I don't know what the fuck. Let me see. Yeah, let me see.
The gray letter.
It's enough. I won't be hitting that button again. All right, so
I might have to really be DJ Ruffy Hendrix.
Things we need to know because I'm using this and I'm using this.
I am.
But I could download it to the what you call it. But no, I'm gonna get a roadcast thing. The roadcast shit is everything. Things we need to get to. Rest in peace to and how do you say her name?
Anne Heche.
Anne Heche. Rest in peace to Anne Heche. That shit was crazy.
That was crazy.
I said it right.
That was wild. The actress? Yeah. She did you see the what you call it? When they pulled out the car, she sat up on a gurney. She was they thought she was dead on arrival. she was in the body bag and sat up on the gurney.
Yeah, she was still alive.
She was still alive. Then they realized she was still alive, and that's when they took her to the hospital. I'm like, how the fuck did y'all check for a pulse? It's fucking crazy.
Who the fuck?
Well,
checked
I
for
know
pulse?
she got burnt really bad.
She did, but she was still. If she was still alive, you could have been giving her oxygen instead of zipping her up in a fucking bag.
Possibly. I mean, the bag she can breathe through, but still, like the body bag aren't. That's.
Yo, you could have been fuck all that. You could have been
You
giving her
could've been
oxygen.
you could've been taking care of her.
You gotta check and see if she got vitals, man. God damn. R.I.P. to Denise Dowse. You know what that is?
Yes.
She who did she play on
She's-
Insecure? I don't
know who she played on Insecure, but she was a great character actress. Like I've seen her in so many things.
Right,
and she's always played like an auntie figure. What's her first name again?
Denise
Dowse.
That is some
Yeah,
bullshit. She's
okay.
trying. Yo, I don't want her giving my eulogy.
Well, I know. What the fuck is his name again?
Because I mean, just that quick. Because I was trying to look it up, but I followed her on
If I would have
Instagram.
said that, it would have been understood,
It
Kelly.
would have been a problem, right?
No,
but
if I
she's
said
been
that's
on
it.
Beverly Hills 90210. She was in Starship Troopers. She was in
Oh, the white lady.
Biodome.
I got his bad.
No, she's black.
I'm black. She was
I didn't
in
think so.
Ray,
My bad.
Coach Carter.
Let me see what she look like. What she look like in these movies?
Rob, can you give me a napkin?
Let me see. Star.
All right. And oh, okay, I know her. Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like I said, as a character actor, if you see her,
Right.
you're gonna be like, I know exactly who she is.
Right.
So yes,
Will and Jada got spotted out together.
Whatever, who cares?
The fuckery starts again.
I don't
man.
care. Next. Okay, can I
Will
say
ain't
this?
gonna never learn. He ain't gonna never learn. Go ahead.
This is my one statement.
Let that witch back in his life. Go ahead.
It's a question that has no answer.
Like the song that doesn't end.
Yes.
All right.
He apologized
Right.
and answered some questions online.
Right.
Why? Why?
Because it felt like it was necessary.
You said that you told the world. I reached out to Chris. He said he wasn't ready to talk.
Right.
Nigga, why didn't you just leave it there? That is a personal situation for you too. This was not everybody else. First of all, it was wrong when you did it, whatever. But the apology, to have been sincere, there was no need for you to go on TV, online, whatever, and say, you know, I reached out to Chris Rock, you know, I want to apologize to his mother, this, that, and the third, but I reached out to Chris Rock, he said he wasn't ready to talk.
No.
Okay, if you reached out to Chris Rock and he wasn't ready to talk, then
But in the world,
did that shit.
in the world we
Why
live
are you
in,
telling everybody else?
in the world we live in, everybody wants the apology to be as loud as a disrespect, and that was the loudest disrespect that you could. Like honestly, I would have probably said something too, cause it's fuckery. Like you smacked this nigga on live TV in front of a bunch of rich white people and the rest of the world. It's fucked up. Yeah, nah, that wasn't the way. That wasn't the way to go about it. And I'm dead.
At all.
That wasn't the way to do shit. So I respect that.
She was in Dr. Dolittle 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the napkin. You was supposed to grab a napkin.
Oh shit.
Oh, she was Moesha's aunt. She was the one that told the secret
I still
about
can't,
that boy.
I still can't
being
fucking
his-
picture her. I still can't picture her, but I'm gonna have to see it. The Game did a Eminem diss track, which I found to be some of the corniest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Can I be honest?
Was there a point for that?
That shit was ass, bro.
Whoa.
That shit was corny,
Whoa.
bro. Every fucking bar. Of it.
Okay, this is the second time I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Can I get my explanation of why I think that dumb shit happened?
No, I don't want to hear
No.
that shit.
Okay.
I don't want to hear why. I don't want to hear why he did it.
No, I'm not making an excuse for it.
Right.
I will far from make a fucking excuse.
He's trying to sell a
'Cause
fucking
he's
album. We
stupid
get
as
it.
shit
Yeah,
for doing
he's
that
trying to
shit.
sell an
Period.
album.
Nigga, sell an album, you trying to lose what career you possibly you've had. Like, nigga, don't do that to yourself.
The problem is that
And y'all are both under, hold up. As Snoop said, y'all are both under the Dre tree. Y'all, quote unquote, family in that aspect. Shut the fuck up.
I don't give
Stop
that-
beef. If you got an issue with your brother, go see your brother. Go talk to your brother. Go deal with the bullshit or issues with your brother. Don't. No, you not built for that.
It's not nobody's fucking brother, dog. I don't give credence to anything but the same disrespect that one of the best lyricists, one of the best rappers ever gets. The disrespect he gets because he's white. This man has sold the most records out of any rapper ever, and it more than likely is because he's white. But guess what? The nigga will rap circles around 100% of everybody else in rap. 100% of everybody else in rap.
I'm not
Name a
convinced.
nigga that will rap against him. I'm not talking about subject.
I got Red go against him. I got Red and will rap forever the fuck against him and have shit for him against him all fucking day.
Redman can't even stay on beat. Redman can't even stay on beat right now. I heard him on a Meth album.
Did you hear 80 bars?
I love Meth. I love Red.
Did you hear 80 bars?
I heard all the shit, man.
I mean, he do a lot of bullshit, play around, whatever the fuck shit, but did you really hear 80 bars?
This is not, you gotta
the
find
80 bar challenge?
You gotta find somebody better than Red.
I mean, they got a track together. What do you mean?
You gotta find somebody better than Red.
Hold up, try this. Did Murder Red on their track together?
You gotta find somebody better than Red, man, dog. I'm just telling you. That's not the lane. I love Redman, and I'm a huge Redman fan. From fucking
the Red ain't going against
you know what?
From there is a dark side.
You want to make me? You want to pull the other one out? You want to make me pull the other one out?
Dog, you can pull out.
They had 2 tracks, just them 2 together.
You're never.
But they had another couple tracks together.
And he washed Redman every time. We not.
He washed. No, I'm not talking about Redman.
Redman. What are you talking about?
Wayne.
Yes, that too.
Wayne.
He washed Wayne too. Wayne. Let me tell you something. Pick the World Up. And we're not even gonna keep going with this because I already know. I've heard it. That too. Every fucking track that he did with Eminem, he had to go back and
had to go after the kill shit.
No.
M had to go after with Wayne to kill shit. With Jay, he went before. Okay, Jay went. Then went and it was over for real.
Ruff, you talking? Ruff. Listen. But you talking minuscule shit to a person that hears everything for what it needs to be heard for. Nobody else will agree with you to say that Wayne washed him on any.
I
of
didn't
these
say he
tracks.
washed him. I didn't say he
didn't even compete.
No bullshit.
He didn't even compete.
That's blasphemy, right?
It's
there.
not blasphemy.
That's blasphemy from a lyricist.
Let me ask you a question. No, it's not.
That's blasphemy from a lyricist.
No, that's gospel.
So okay, you know what? Just because we're talking about game right now. We're gonna go back to game. We're gonna go back to game's disrespect. Okay, we're gonna go back to games. We're not gonna get back to that.
That's blasphemy too. That's blasphemy too.
That was blasphemy.
Game should not be saying anything.
Game is not a lyricist in any kind of way. He's just a rapper.
There's only
blood, no thug.
There's only 4 rappers on this planet that should be able, and one of them only does it because he's considered the GOAT. The other 3 could actually rap with him.
Who you consider the GOAT?
Hov. But the other 3 that could say something to him can actually rap and keep up with him.
Who is them?
One is Royce the 5'9". The other is Black Thought.
Okay.
All right. And the
third, that gets okay. That
right.
gets the okay. That gets the okay.
The third one is interchangeable. One is retired, and then the other.
Who's retired?
No, both of them are retired. One of them dips out every once in a while, and the other one does a podcast.
Joe Budden.
One is Joe Budden, and the other one is Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. I will support you. I bang with Joe. I bang with Joe. I bang with Joe, especially for what he's done in the aspect of the the podcast. Correct me. The podcast.
Joe Budden got 10 albums, dog. He got 12.
He
albums.
do?
Yes, he does.
Oh,
he's got 12 albums. Here's the thing.
Really?
And you're one of the hold up.
I mean, it's no disrespect,
you're one of the
but
few
you know,
people who fucking know that.
No, Joe Budden. Why you think Joe Budden does? Listen. Why you think
You're one of the few people who knows that.
Wait. You making
Did you know he had
noises?
that
You making strange noises. Don't negate the point. Listen.
No, you've heard all of them.
Right.
that's
But
the only
that's the
song
only
I
fucking
know.
Single.
Listen.
Most people know about Joe Buttons.
Do you know who-
besides
y'all-
when he signed to
y'all know-
Eminem to form Slaughterhouse?
Do you know?
Correct?
Do you know who Tech Nine is?
Yes.
Okay, you know who Tech Nine is. All right, so
Mad Guts with my nine.
So we're talking about people that have a cult following of lyricists that actually sell a lot of records.
Underground.
And then also,
Independent-
don't matter. No, listen, don't do that, bro, because money spin the same.
No, I'm not saying
It's
that.
just not mainstream. That's it.
I'm not saying that in the
But
disrespect.
listen,
I don't want to say that.
because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you who
who
got. I'm gonna tell you the reason why Joe Budden got a bigger following than all of them. Because the nigga do 3 million in podcast views per week, and most of them are Joe Budden rap fans. So you may not have heard of it, but this nigga shit is strong, and he's making millions off of not even rapping no more. He retired. And he can't rap with Eminem on the flow wise, but the subject matter brings everything to light. Just because we don't know, we don't know. But that's my top 5 when I start looking at it. So when I say shit like Wayne ain't in my top 5, it's because of the simple fact that Wayne talk about ass and shit bars every joint. This nigga has said ass and shit
bars.
This nigga say ass and shit in
Where's
every
shit
fucking
bars?
rap.
Where's shit bars?
Are you fucking kidding me,
Where's
dog?
shit bars?
I'ma cool your ass down if you think you're hot shit. You know what I'm saying? What else? Bunch of them, but we gonna keep going.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
I'm not.
Whole bunch.
We're not going to get to music today.
Yeah.
We gotta
It's a
get-
whole
yeah,
lot. The whole lot. Trump, the Mar-a-Lago. That nigga ain't going to jail, dog. He ain't going to jail. Nah, yep, he gonna be the fucking president again. And whoever's indicting him or trying to get him, he gonna fire their ass. He gonna get rid of him. So get ready for him to come back strong. Last but not least, it's been a slow news week, but Courtney Taylor was charged with murder.
Good.
Now, was Courtney Taylor
Yeah.
the chick that was on the balcony found covered in blood? Was that her? Or did she kill?
No, she killed her boyfriend.
Yeah, this
She's
there was another chick that killed her boyfriend.
OnlyFans chick.
Yeah, OnlyFans. But it was another one that the
That's
same thing
OnlyFans
happened
chick.
with. Yeah.
That's the only fan base.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was another one that was actually found, like covered in blood and whatnot, that they found in their apartment, and she was like on the balcony.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. It was
I don't know
a
about that.
while ago. All right, Kelly, come on, let's play this game real quick, and then we're gonna do a tale from the industry real quick. Come
All
on, let's see the
right,
game.
lyrically correct.
Yep.
I tried to make sure I had rap lyrics because the first ones I pulled out was all songs.
Go ahead,
so.
go ahead.
Let's go. In Nas, one mic. After the cop shot again, the bus stop glass burst, and what did the
fiend
He
bus
dropped
dropped
drop?
his Heineken.
You can answer too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Biggie tell you to do after you throw your rollie in the sky?
Wave
Wave
side to side.
Keep your hands high. What's a goon to a goblin?
Nothing.
Wayne.
That's
Fuck is
right.
a goon
Nothing.
to a goblin?
Nothing. You were right.
Oh, okay.
You were right.
That was a weird ass question though. The way the phrase they asked, he could have said something like, "Okay, you're a
It was-
goon, but what's a?" And then
But
it
no,
said goon
with
to a goblin.
the actual verse was, okay,
You're
you're
a
a
goon,
goon, what's a goon to a goblin? Nothing.
Nothing.
You ain't scared nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Okay.
We get
Okay.
it. We got it. We know.
My shit. How
ahead.
many times did Kane from the Yin Yang Twins go to the club?
50-11 times.
50-11.
50-11 times.
I didn't even know that nigga name. What was his name?
Kane.
Oh shit.
Kane and D-Lo.
I didn't know them
Yup.
niggas' names at all.
Kane and D-Lo. Kane and D-Lo from the Yin Yang Twins.
All right. My
50-11.
man's. And give it to me. What does Jay-Z say to do with the Prada blouse, Gucci bra,
Take that
Phil
off.
Martins?
Take
Take
that
that
off.
off.
Take that off.
Give me that hood, that
Oh,
funk,
how many
that-
pounds did Big Pun lose?
100.
100.
100.
I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to
Gotta
stay
stay
alive.
alive.
Go ahead.
What would Nelly say? Take off your. Why would Nelly say take
getting
off
hot
your
in here.
clothes?
It's getting hot
It's
here.
getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
Okay.
I heard another voice too.
I'm gonna leave.
That was that Nelly voice
last.
too.
I'm
I
gonna leave
heard
that
Nelly
one for
voice,
last.
too.
Because Master P got the hookup. What does he say you should
Holla
do
if you
next?
hear me.
I'll
Oh,
let me hear me.
Oh
Oh.
Lord. What does P.D. Pablo want you to do after you
Take
Take
your
your
shirt
shirt off,
off
twist
and
around
say,
your
hey,
head, spin
bro,
like a
spin like a helicopter.
Last one. Saved it
God
for
damn.
last.
Is it difficult?
Like,
No,
damn,
it's
this
just
shit
fun.
been easy as shit
It's just
today.
it's the fun one.
Gotta put the other cards
DMX
out.
dated 3 girls with this name.
It was
Brenda, Letitia, Linda, about 3 Kims.
3 Kims.
Latoya and Tina.
My baby mom. My daughter's mom name, Kim.
Oh, okay.
All right.
My
guess
middle
so.
daughter.
Guess
All
we're
right.
shouting her out.
All right, good brother. Our guest for the
That's
evening.
our
and whatnot.
birthday
Do you
twin.
have a quick tale
Kiara
from
is our
story?
birthday twin. My,
Okay.
my daughter.
Can I move it? Let me
I'm
move
sorry.
forward. Let me
My
move
bad.
forward.
Sure.
So
People gotta go to work tomorrow.
yeah. You have a quick tale from the industry, a story that you could tell us, just a quick Joan and whatnot. Something that's a little out of control and outrageous. Come on now.
An
Something
intriguing story of
you
something
get to-
that's happened to you because of being in the industry.
You can get
It
to the
could be a show, it could be an after show, it could be just something that happened because of you being
You got
an
it.
adult
Go
in the
ahead.
show.
Let me
Okay,
hear.
you
Let me
got it.
hear. Let me hear.
No, a dope.
Something thorough. Go ahead.
So something thorough would be I was in the British Virgin Islands,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh, okay.
my suitcase didn't make it.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, damn.
So the first day I was just, I can imagine a hot, sweaty, all in the same clothes I got
Yeah.
on the last night. Then the next day they came, got us from the hotel. You know, they was like, look, we're going to search your bags. So I had to go to 3 different islands
Oh shit.
to get
Damn.
my bags. Because the boat was just leaving the next island. So we had to race across 3 islands to get there.
Right.
And the dope part was Miss British Virgin Islands at the time was chauffeuring me around. the hotel.
It was Miss.
Miss.
Oh
Miss
shit.
Virgin Islands.
Hey.
That's what's up.
She was the DJ.
Oh, she was the DJ.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
hey,
was
wow.
saying, but I didn't even know. Like, I'm like, you know,
So when you was there, whatnot, did she?
it
she
showed me a
you-
really
she
good
show you
time,
around?
man. Like,
Yeah.
it was one of the best experiences I had.
Yeah.
And you know, even with the guys that was with us, they had their bags, but they still was complaining. I never complained. You know, I was just happy to be there.
Right.
And
Right.
like, so what? You know what I mean?
Did you eventually get your bag back?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
all
on my
right,
bag.
all right.
I had that joint jumping. I promoted everybody's spot on the island.
How long was you out there?
Shouts out, 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. But while you at it, while you talking, that was a good start. Fuck with that. Tell us exactly the event you got coming up. You know what I'm saying? What you got happening? What you got popping?
Well, first you can find me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Hey.
My
Yup.
Instagram,
Right.
PKR 215
Mm-hmm.
for my entertainment page, and you know also you can catch me on One King of Sydney. That's on Instagram. One King of Sydney.
Spell that.
One and then KING
Uh-huh.
OF
Right.
SYDNEY
go.
Sydney.
He know how to spell his
Yeah,
name.
you know niggas ain't that
Yeah,
sharp out
so-
here. We got to make sure that we. You know what I'm
Emmanuel
saying?
Brian Sydney.
Yes, and that's my name on Facebook.
Kelly just still follow you. Just-
Uh-huh.
And we have an event. You know, I like to say our city. So the topic is our city presents.
Right.
'Cause it's always about all
Hey,
of us.
let's get-
And this is our in-house battle we having. This is our third Wednesday of the month, so we try to do first and third Wednesday. That's what we starting off at.
Something new.
Okay.
Right at the Palace, 1253 Shelton Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19138. From 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Entry fee $15. We got hookah, food, ladies only. Birthday parties, bachelorette, reserve tables, info. Hit me up. PKR 267-600-8589. But we got it popping, man. Everybody from out the city, Rough Rider, Taz, Havoc, Awesome, Dre, The Greats, Dream. We got an out of towner, Erotic. It's going
Tell
down.
them who tag teaming. Tell them who in the tag team battle
The
for
tag
this
team
week.
battle this week: Rough Rider, Wild Stallion, Adonis, PKR, Passion, and Blaze. So this shit gonna jump off real good for this weekend, and I'm excited.
We got 3 teams on the tag team battle right now because everybody wasn't still there for their mix. But it's to get this shit started. This is the second week of the Wednesday night spot.
And this is
We
big
built
for our
it.
city because we really never did it like this.
Right.
Everybody
Okay.
coming together,
So let
tagging
me-
with each other.
Let me give it. Let me explain to all the listeners that don't understand what exactly is going on, what happened. All
Fly dick slinging bitches.
Right. Yeah, all you goofy niggas out there, whatnot. This is, he said, ladies only. So don't try to show up you and your homies piled up in the fucking Toyota Camry. You know what I'm
Sitting
saying?
outside trying to see the ladies.
Hopping out thinking you gonna get in and whatnot. This is a ladies only. This is male entertainers. And
Man,
whatnot.
entertainer.
Them niggas
You know
gonna
what I'm
pull up
saying?
be outside trying to catch what they leave out.
Nah, these niggas looking to get scuffed in the forehead with something. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, keep your ass home. Ladies, this is for you. And for you alone, make your way out. Go see these gentlemen, rock out, do their thing, man. I appreciate you being here with that, man. That's what's up. And hopefully our audience, you know what I'm saying, we can steer them in the right direction for them to get down there. You know what I'm saying? And rock out.
And likewise, it's been a pleasure, and I
Oh.
really appreciate y'all for having me this evening. And I look forward to seeing you guys again.
Yeah,
Big up.
absolutely, man,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Let me spin this shit real quick. Oh shit, let me turn that down a little bit. Can't have that in the exit. Get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_Pod, the Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page, TikTok, Mr. Know-It-All Pod on TikTok. That was that. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at Mr. Know-It-All-Pod at gmail.com. That's Mr. Know-It-All-Pod at gmail.
Come, bitch.
Did you hit your tooth on the mic?
No. Hey, Kelly.
Yo, man.
Hey, Jim.
This has been fun. Episode 123
23
is in the books.
One Jordan, bitch.
Let me read the carpet.
One Jordan, bitch.
Nigga, can I get
One Jordan, bitch.
Hey,
B.
Dog,
Somebody say C.
stop sprinkling cocaine in your Martell, nigga. God damn.
Listen, I've not had my hands on any
Okay.
type of that narcotics and
Listen,
long
please.
enough time
You
that I
sound-
can't be illegally touched.
You sound like just like Ike Turner and Rick James, nigga. You sound just like
Definitely no.
I no longer
worked
mess
a
that
day.
up.
I had a 6-hour work day and
All
then some
right.
good drink and smoke.
Carpe Diem sees the
And that's
motherfucking
what-
day.
Get
that's
to it.
what paused me.
This is from Dale Carnegie.
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 Carnegie. It's Carnegie.
Carnegie, same fucking
It's Carnegie.
Carnegie.
Why
Carnegie.
Like Carnegie
Like
Mellon.
Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Mellon.
Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie.
Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie.
I forgot what college has Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie
What
Mellon.
the fuck are you watching,
That's
Kelly?
what.
Oh
watching
my
all kind of
God,
shit.
come
That's
on,
what. That's
bro.
what pushed the microwave.
The one leg man with the humping and shit. Y'all crazy. All right, this is from Dale Carnegie. This is. Can I read the Carpe Diem?
Read it. Nobody.
This is from
stopped
Dale
you.
Carnegie.
Almost on chicken.
If y'all don't shut the fuck up,
I didn't say anything.
thank you. Let the winds of enthusiasm sweep through you. This nigga.
Shush.
Let the winds of
That's why I'll show you
enthusiasm
that
sweep
thing.
through you. Live today with gusto. I like the saying, but I'm so immature. The only thing that I keep thinking about is
He
CB4.
had gusto with that
Let's
one
see
leg.
gusto.
He had gusto with that one ass leg. That motherfucker was working the shit out of that dog. Pause.
I just keep thinking about CB4
Oh yeah.
when he
Wait,
said work
as soon
with
as you
gusto.
hear gusto, and then you hear the guy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I know. Work with gusto. Like, what the fuck? I gotta work with Charlie Murphy and Chris Rock. Like, what the fuck
CB4,
is
I gotta
gusto?
watch that shit tonight. It's
That's
funny
my
as
shit, man. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm
I'm black.
black.
Dale Carnegie wrote 2 books.
All right.
How to Win Friends and Influence People. So if you've ever heard of that book, this is who wrote it. Also, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. 1948, he wrote that book. Yeah, they
And
go with the message.
did you read? Didn't I get you the book for Christmas? The subtle art of not giving a fuck. Did
Yep.
you read it?
Not yet.
That's the problem, because you still give a fuck. That's the problem. The subtle
many.
art
Look,
of
you
not
gave me.
giving a
That's a
fuck.
many.
You gave me.
Did you
gave me
read the
curse.
50?
I haven't read it. I just
Fuck
refound it.
both of y'all. I don't care,
No,
man.
I just
read
refound
the
it.
books.
I haven't taken the time to read it. Dead ass. Last Monday, I cleaned the lab and I actually went through all my book bags.
I bet you if I put
You get-
if I put a page on a lad ass, you read it.
Chill. I actually went and cleaned out all my book. You know, I'm known for book bags. So I cleaned out all my book bags to get the bullshit out of them as part of cleaning my area to try to get back to my focus, to handle my business accordingly. And I seen the book and I said, yo, I need to read this because I love to read.
Well, I
the way
actually
things
just
have been
unpacked
going,
my
I've
boxes
not
of
been
books,
reading.
so it is
so
upstairs.
That's my next
I got it.
read.
All right, I
That's
got you.
my
Well,
next
thank
read.
you. Thank you very much. Let me close this motherfucker out, man. On behalf of our guests,
PK to the motherfucking R.
Hey.
my co-host to the right,
Mr. Ruffy Hendrix.
my
bitch!
co-host to the left.
The diva.
And now it's time to say goodbye to all my
Negro
friends.
friends.
Nigga, how you? No, nigga, no. Don't step on my shit. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Thank you.
And the green people?
All right, no, fuck
and the
them.
purple people?
Fuck all them people.
And
All
the-
right.
And the orange
We'll
people?
get with y'all. Episode 123 in the books. Love y'all dearly, man. Holla at y'all. But as always, they cannot forget.
They must,
Must
always
always
remember.
And you must always remember.
Then
Fuck you, fuck fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you, I'm out.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.